say New York City. Right about now, you're rocking with the best. Let me take you on a tour where the motto is Excelsior. Into the Mecca, expect the nectar, carnivores all aboard, except for those in attendance to this. If you love the rotten apple, baby, ball up your fist. If you watch basketball and you root for the Knicks, even though they always lose when the game's in the clinch, take pride in Patrick Ewing when you wanna reminisce. Before it starts in 92, it hasn't been the same since. When I think of it, I flinch. We're underestimated, 27th largest state, third most populated, dominated in the 80s and gradually getting better. And we still feel the loss of the World Trade Center. Hold up like suspenders and beat the legislature. Agree to disagree, lead peaceful demonstrations. What's my motivation? It's pretty city we live, kinda glorious, notorious, but doing it big.
And why we don't care? And why we that real? And why is that ill? And why? Cause we feel. And why? Got more skill. And why? Holds that throne. And why? It's well known. And why? Is our home. And why? It's like stone. And why? Is that hard? And why? Is that hard? And why? Is it charged? And why? Cause that's fact. And why? Got my back. And why? See my struggle. And why? It's like that.
They say if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Taking 2 steps backwards and they're not even aware. Disagree cause their pedigree got me in despair. I declare war, y'all make beats without a snare. Don't give me no hand claps, go ahead, clap to it. And don't try to follow, you are not at the Apollo. There's no escaping this modern day movement. The Empire State invented this rap music. Scratch that hip hop, all else came from elsewhere. Time's up, TikTok, but you don't wanna go there. Where Hebrew Israelites hold Dead Sea Scrolls as time I use past. Scared of getting busted in the nose, they lying it grows. Watch out when Pinocchio speaks, I see Malikas with their heads wrapped, holding their C's, bitch. We only play on Broadway, walk around 10 minutes more than Madison Square, that made us the main event.
And why we don't care? And why we that real? And why is that ill? And why? Cause we feel. And why? Got more skill. And why? Holds that throne. And why? It's well known. And why? It's our home. And why? It's like stone. And why? Is that hard? And why? Is that hard? And why? Is it charged? And why? Cause that's fact. And why? Got my back. And why? See my struggle. And why? It's like that.
Where?
LA, Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan.
Wait a minute.
Can't forget Chapman, Olive, 3X.
Let's get it cracking. To all the rebels that make the most happen. Hey, hands up, Harlem got love for the fashion. Let's get it on in a place full of passion. Raise your glasses, pretty ladies dancing. Fall back, this that Gotham City. Feel me? Converse in Swahili, watch it bloom like a lily. Not amused cause I really wanna sing it advance. Somebody give me the microphone before I bust in my pants. Nobody smiling and fast frowning, just picture Ellis Island. Looking up at Lady Liberty, wondering why she lying. Be quiet, voices are calling me at our capital, Albany. They messing with my license, implanting tracking devices. Exit my clear like ISIS or the boys in blue. I can't forget 41 shots of Amadou. So what I'ma do is use the fuel they pour in my pores to cause the rage when I'm on stage. I'm like King Kong out his cage, running through the metro, climbing up the Chrysler building. Even though they let go, a whole lot of employees we march on, cause the city never sleeps and our hearts too strong.
And why we don't care? And why we that real? And why is that ill? And why? Cause we feel. And why? Got more skill. And why? Holds that throne. And why? It's well known. And why? It's our home. And why? It's like stone. And why? Is that hard? And why? Is that hard? And why? Is it charged? And why? Cause that's fact. And why? Got my back. And why? See my struggle. And why? It's like that.
It's like that, got that. It's like that, sure. It's like that, got that. It's like that, sure. I just hit me a black, I make house calls. I just hit me a black, I make house calls. Of course, I want to give a shout out to the Universal Zulu Nation, Chapter 25, and the rest of the tribe. Peace to my party people out there. Peace to New York City. Peace to the East Coast. Peace to Strong Eye. Did I say peace to Strong Eye? Yeah, peace to Strong Eye. And I'm out. Gotta love it. We are all products of our environment. Our experiences make us who we are. The shortest distance to a destination is a straight line. And this world is so small. This coincidence pertains to 2 distraught strangers in a hospital room. One just coming out of surgery, a tad bit confused. One miserable, one older, reminiscent about his youth. Like the fluid in an IV can force you to tell the truth. Annoying this patient, slowly waking, trying not to move. Tossing and turning, yelling, "Tell the doctor my side is hurting," while yanking on the curtain in attempts to ignore the pain. As he told the older dude, "You really shouldn't complain." Who then replied, "Since a year ago, I've had to play the waiting game. Praying for an antidote for cancer on the brain." Started crying, saying I've been lying most of my life. All I got is regret. No job, no kids, no wife. Sad as it sounds, probably only reason to stick around is to lay my burdens down. like I'm doing right now. Taking any skeleton left in his closet out for the garbage. Singing I would change the past. If I could, I would. I promise.
It's so much deeper than what I've learned from you. It's so much deeper than what you are. Didn't matter that you weren't there for me. But now I wonder if I was wrong.
This then grabbed this guy's attention, so interested in his problems that they took his mind off of his own. Mission accomplished. Then he asked him, where's your better half? Any part of your family here? He answered, no, I'm recently divorced. Living without a care. My mother moved to Virginia, most likely somewhere up in the air. Don't hesitate to hop on a plane. Did it a lot of years. Shed a lot of tears. Got a lot of frequent flyer miles. Recently retired. Glad to see us settle down. Then he asked him, where's your father? Does he live close by? He replied, I couldn't care less. The next was why. They say I look just like him. Talk just like him. Walk just like him. Act just like him. That's why I don't like him. Never got a chance to know him. Bounced before I was born. Gone without a trace. Never saw his face, and that's wrong. The older guy said I agree. Started sensing his rage. Made it a point to change the subject. And things got strange.
It's so much deeper than what I've learned from you. It's so much deeper than what you are. Didn't matter that you weren't there for me. But now I wonder if I was wrong.
Exchanging their thoughts until Charles got a look in his eyes. Out of breath, clutching his chest, and everything went awry. Pandemonium filled the room. CPR was applied. Their personnel couldn't save him. Chuck's mother arrived. Started asking, are you alright? He replied, my day was daunting. He told her the whole story. She froze, dropping her coffee. Her face became colorless. She started to shake. Took a look in his eyes and said, okay, in 1978, when I became a flight attendant, I met a guy on the plane. We fell in love and lived together after getting engaged. He had a good heart like you. Played the guitar like you. Could fix cars like you, but hung at the bar like you. He never knew I was pregnant. I left, never forgot him. Retired and moved back to Virginia, but couldn't find him. Then Chuck said, I guess that along with our parents' guidance, a lot of what they both for winds up being inside us. A lot of what they both for winds up being inside us. A lot of what they both for winds up being inside us.
It's so much deeper than what I've learned from you. It's so much deeper than what you are. Didn't matter that you weren't there for me. But now I wonder if I was wrong. It's so much deeper than what I've learned from you. It's so much deeper than what you are. Didn't matter that you weren't there for me. But now I wonder if I was wrong. It's so much deeper than what I've learned from you. It's so much deeper than what you are.
We gotta learn how to love ourselves, be comfortable in our own skin. I love my people. It's safe to say we came a long way from no sir, yes sir, as we sit, bending over backwards, being treated indecent, with reason learning how to quickly increase our value, smiling through the storm, born to be more than just lukewarm, writers, rappers, and record producers, actors who can't be choosy, athletes who pick loose groupies mainly by size of booty, don't like it, sue me, but what's truly to blame, inferiority, complex, or need to complain, praise craving like we only got sports and entertainment, making choices of being doctors and lawyers on occasion, we're in a situation where we need some stimulation, stipulations got us at a standstill, back to the basics. Some people have a plan, some people make a stand, some people fall for anything and don't care where they land. Some people hate themselves, but I love being what I am. Whether it's Negro, Black, or Afro-American. People got to love people. 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 I'm tired of all the back talk. His body's on the sidewalk. Black on black crime got juveniles becoming outlaws who deny home training. Often never properly taught a vicious cycle in the system cause their father was caught. Unaware how much he miss him, lingering in his thoughts cause he hasn't seen his kid since he started to walk. In prison for shoplifting, food he couldn't afford. Support a family in Miami, so he gotta be strong. Knew it was wrong, but couldn't let his newborn cry. Even considered busting out like Soleil Moon Fry. With every digit on his calendar, a part of him dies. Caught in his prime, angry with a lot on his mind. Open letters, but he doesn't want to read them inside. Asking God, will I ever be free? Give me a sign. Behind his back, both hands tied. Too much time wasted. Scared to have a dream while in no position to chase it. Some people have a plan. Some people make a stand. Some people fall for anything and don't care where they land. Some people hate themselves, but I love being what I am. Whether it's Negro, Black, or Afro-American. People got to love raising a kid, hold your head. If you're locked up doing a bid, hold your head. If you own your own business and work, hold your head. If your life got you going berserk, hold your head. Gotta let go of the ghetto, invest part of your assets, put them in a bank account, take them out your mattress, play with your 401k, search for stock tips, switch spending habits you have that hold us hostage, quit backstabbing and form instead of gossip, too old to be showing your thumb, so pull your pants up. We could advance, but what is in our vocabulary? Searching for success doing wrong, so we ain't having any major slaves to repetitious behavior, noticeably passed on to the fruits of our labor, easily offended, quick to pull out a razor, manipulated by the next man saying he played you. Some people have a plan, some people make a stand, some people fall for anything and don't care where they land. Some people hate themselves, but I love being what I am, whether it's Negro, Black, or Afro-American. People got to love people. People got to love people. People got to love people. People got to love people.
My people, how long?
Anton,
How long?
Yeah.
Why do we do this to one another? But never fear. Never fear.
Some people have a plan, some people make a stand, some people fall for anything and don't care where they land. Some people hate themselves, but I love being what I am, whether it's Negro, Black, or Afro-American. People got to love people. People got to love people. People got to love people. People got to love people.
Thought some righteous brothers like yourselves might be able to help us out, but I guess that ain't you. Help who with what? It's your community. That's who.
There's no question that face-to-face communications are critical.
You don't like my walk, talk, look, sense of humor, or what have you? That's your prerogative. I don't put it out there to grab you. At 46, I quit trying to get public approval. Different strokes for different folks, and I embrace being unusual. Peculiar in my pattern of thought, like Aristotle. My perspective for the most part lead and follow no man. Follow the most high in all categories from wellness to ethics and biology, the theories of ancient chemic. Watching rain hit the windowsill through the cracked window. As an elder on the street looked up, his eyes twinkled, his face wrinkled. Weathered by time, my spine tingled. He reminded me of monks and shrines and large temples. Gentle with a mental that's much sharper than Gensu. I turned around and turned down a hot pot of lentil. Thinking to myself, communication should be simple, but simple conversation don't exist no more. We can't hold a conversation, we can't talk on the phone. We rather text cause our social skills are no longer strong. We don't listen, we just hear a bit and wait to respond. We don't get along, we coexist till everyone's gone. We can't hold a conversation, we can't talk on the phone. We rather text cause our social skills are no longer strong. We don't listen, we just hear a bit and wait to respond. We don't get along, we coexist till everyone's gone. There was a man for all intents and purposes, we'll call him Billy, who grew up in Mississippi and later moved to the city. He went uptown Saturday night, like E.T. Dan in his garden Gatrell here, accented by Tom McCann. But he didn't understand the grittiness of New York. He had southern hospitality, it wasn't his fault. Here consideration is kept in an emotional vault. In this busy part of the country, folks are all about money. A nice guy, but brother Billy wasn't wrapped too tight. An introvert during the day, freaks come out at night. In the past, he was known for going by other names.
1 2 1 2.
Considered him to be sex crazy.
Probably the music's a little louder, right?
Once he even explained that their relationship is why he sees women as waste, but it didn't show in his face. Body language and ways, so who would know when he made a choice to
Give me a little better.
we can't hold a conversation, we can't talk on the phone. We rather text cause our social skills are no longer strong. We don't listen, we just hear a bit and wait to respond.
Oh, you hear me okay?
Along, we coexist till everyone's
I had
gone.
the music
We
blast.
can't hold a conversation, we can't talk on the
We're gonna
phone.
start in about
We rather
4
text
minutes.
Cause our social skills are no longer strong. We don't listen, we just hear a bit and wait to respond. We don't
Okay,
get
no
along.
doubt. Yeah, the music ain't gonna be that loud when we talk. So we're waiting for reboot to come through. Your music by my brother Samson, man. Samson DJ Tiger. Every Wednesday at noon. D Cole, my brother, salute.
She said stop, but apparently the guy didn't hear. Went to a local social gathering a few weeks back. Met a gentleman named Steve up from North Cackalack who hit her with the southern charm, so she left on his arm. Just to go somewhere to talk is what he told her at first. But unfortunately, conversing with this cat really hurt. To make matters worse, when she told police he made her bleed, they investigated the party. No one there was named Steve. We can't hold a conversation, we can't talk on the phone. We rather text cause our social skills are no longer strong. We don't listen, we just hear a bit and wait to respond. We don't get along, we coexist till everyone's gone. Hey guys, I want to talk to you.
Okay, yeah.
There's a lot of songs that you guys sing in school that have a lot of bad history to them and that you really shouldn't be singing despite what they're teaching. We have to sometimes stop and take a look at what we're singing and what we're saying. You understand?
Yes.
And we can't always repeat what they're teaching.
Facts.
DJ Tiger. DJ Tiger.
I'm just trying to put myself in your shoes. I'm trying to see what y'all see. Trying to hear what y'all hear. Trying to see why y'all care. I usually wake up at 8:45. Put my pants on one leg at a time. Button my shirt, grab a handkerchief to go with the tie. Sit with a Poindexter without a spine. Looking for a group who benefit the general's grind. Martin Blackman said, gotta be the shoes. You wear about a size 5, so I pity the fool. The bald head B.A. Barack, his neck not full of jewels. His head's full of tools, but that ain't you. Y'all ain't cool. Y'all just snooze. Run on fumes until your last breath. Trying to swing, but you ain't nice with your hands yet. A premature child who ain't ready to stand yet. Honestly, man, yeah. I put myself in your shoes to know what it feels like. Not to be up to par, not to be that tight. I put myself in your shoes to get another perspective.
For my brother Reboot ready to come through, y'all. Real DJs, man. And Happy New Year, everybody out there. Rest in peace. Some real talk, some real DJs. Keep y'all coming through every Monday, 8 p.m.
We now return to your regularly scheduled program. If this had been an emergency, you probably wouldn't have known, man. No, I'm not just a fan, I listen like you. But where you are, what you eat, feel, speak, and listen to. No matter how minuscule, the ripple effect can be large. Now allow me to explain why I do this at all. I wear your sandals to see what it's like not to be hot. What's the deal with your high heels? You wanna get on top? I wear your sneakers to see what it's like to have to run. Wear your penny loafers cause you ain't never learned to have fun. Put your boots on to stop my 10 toes from getting wet. When you cry cause you tend to visualize me as a threat. Nothing to see here, nothing to brag about. Most of you cats are a drag, no need to drag it out. Somebody said it ain't easy being green, and you exemplify exactly what they probably mean. I put myself in your shoes to know what it feels like. Not to be up to par, not to be that tight. I put myself in your shoes to get another perspective. One of no discernment, one that's not so selective. I put myself in your shoes to think of what I would do if I had to maneuver without having a clue. I put myself in your shoes just to see how they fit, cause most of the time they're too small and mine are too big.
Could shoes really reveal certain elements of someone's personality? Definitely, and we hope you find it entertaining, if not enlightening. Actually, researchers even suggest that the decision to keep buying new shoes might be because these people frequently worry about their appearance and what others may think of them. It's a mental thing, after all.
I put myself in your shoes to know what it feels like. Not to be up to par, not to be that tight. I put myself in your shoes to get another perspective. One of no discernment, one that's not so selective. I put myself in your shoes to think of what I would do if I had to maneuver without having a clue. I put myself in your shoes just to see how they fit, cause most of the time they too small and mine are too big. I put myself in your shoes to know what it feels like. Not to be up to par, not to be that tight. I put myself in your shoes to get another perspective. One of no discernment, one that's not so selective. I put myself in your shoes to think of what I would do if I had to maneuver without having a clue. I put myself
my own birthday. It's one thing hard. If I, who you gonna call? Who you gonna call? One thing hard. If I, who you gonna call? Who you gonna call? One thing hard. If I,
Ladies,
One, two, three,
salute.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Happy
11,
New Year.
if I,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
if I,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
if I, you wanna call me up, text my own birthday. It's one thing hard. If I, you wanna call me up, text my own birthday. It's one thing hard. If I, who you gonna call? One thing hard. If I, who you gonna call? One thing hard. If I, who you gonna call? Who you gonna call? One thing hard. If I, who you gonna call?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yes, indeed. 50 years of hip hop. What a celebration last year. Shout out to the chat room. Yo, Kev Brown Show, salute. Happy New Year's, brother. Good to see you. Yes, indeed. Big shout out to my brother Reboot Radio for that raid. I appreciate you, bro. He'll be on in a second, y'all. Welcome to the Real DJs Matter podcast, episode 6, first one of 2024. Chop it up about all things related with music, DJing, producing, and life. Yes, indeed. We are live on Twitch, YouTube, and IG. We play our own music on here, so we don't get any of those copyright strikes, especially with IG. You were listening to the sounds of Samson and DJ Tiger. We have our own show at noon, at 12 o'clock. Come check us out. Word up. Big shout out to my moms over there. Power 800, Antoine on YouTube holding it down. Big shout out to everybody on Twitch. I see y'all. D. Cole, Kev Brown Show. What's up, Kimmy? Happy New Year. Joy Publishing. Who else is in here? Who else is in here? L Boogie, what's good? What's good? And my brother, L Boogie, what's good? Brown Hornet in the building. Salute.
What's good? What's good, everybody? Peace, salute, Tiger. Happy New Year to you, brother. I appreciate you, fam. You already know.
Same to you, brother. Same to you, man. How was your New Year's?
Man, it was good, man. You know, Mom Dukes is still here, man. So, you know, we eating good. She downstairs making some Mexican wedding cookies right now. So, you know,
okay.
I'm gonna disappear and come back with some milk and some powdered sugar around my mouth in a little bit, man. Just so y'all know. You know, I'm not on crack, but I'm having fun.
Looking like Tyrone Biggums in a little bit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Moms and wifey they just finished blazing some black eyed peas, turkey wings, collard greens, rice. Yeah.
You sleeping good.
Yeah, I like that. You know, I got the little itis kicking in, you know. But
yeah, I probably put on 5 pounds since Mama got here. I'm not even gonna front.
Yeah, man. So yeah, man. Yeah, it was a good New Year's as well, man. You know, we stayed in. You know, I DJ'd. You know, till about I went to midnight, but then I went to like 1 because we got some people from the tribe in Central Time, so we had to go a little further. But
yeah, I was lurking, man. Set was fire. I was lurking. I just didn't, I was like, I had my earpiece in, and I don't want to get hit with a skillet in the crib. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I was vibing with you, man, but at the same time, like, chilling with mom and wife and everybody. So,
where you at? Where you going?
I was like, yeah, Tiger's killing it. Mom said, what'd you say? Nothing. could you turn that up a little bit more for me?
Right? Like the dude be in church listening to the game in his earbud. He's supposed to be listening to the minister. Like, man,
Word. Oh, that's another story, man. Electronic football almost got me killed back in the day. I'm gonna tell electronic football.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
You hear that blipping and beeping? What's that? Oh, nothing, man. Nothing.
Word.
Well, shout out to DJ Eat, man. Salute. Happy New Year, brother.
Salute, brother. Eating in the building. Salute, man.
Yeah. Shout out to Enrique over there on YouTube as well. So, yeah, man. I sent a quick email to Jay. I don't know if he's going to join us. I know it was kind of late notice, but he's probably doing the same thing as well. You know.
Yeah.
Family thing, whatever. So it's all good. But yeah, man. So I know I had put was letting you know about a topic I wanted to discuss. I kind of wanted to discuss it before. I think we briefly touched on it, but then when it personally happened to me, and then I definitely wanted to like touch on it. So I remember we were talking about payola. Like you was talking about like a lot of artists, they sending you songs, and then you'll have maybe their management or someone from a management company saying, "Yo, what's your prices for packages?"
They call it your promo package. Word.
Right. And it's like, yo, we don't do PO. If we feel in the music and it's catered to what we do, we're gonna support it as long as you support the station. That brings in more people listening, and that brings because the more artists that are on there, I feel the more that they're gonna say, yo, my music is playing on here, and then their fans are gonna tune in, and then it just constantly, it's a slow snowball effect. When you get the payola, that means like they want to pay you just to play whatever they want to hear, and it might be whack. Most of the time, it do be whack, or it's or it's something that maybe they did, or it's just something that just don't fall in line with what we play. So yeah, last night, so I had a I had a request for it was a song from the Far Side, which Far Side is a dope group that we listen to. But at the time, first of all, it's New Year's Eve. And you know how we rock when we DJ. We rock off the vibe. We ain't on no playlist unless it's something we're doing, like, a house music raid, and we playing house music. But all in all, ain't no playlist. We going off what we feel in our soul. So, when they requested it, he sent the donation first. Sent another one with the request. And I'm like, yo, I appreciate that, man. I'll get to it. I'm not gonna just throw it in there when I'm rocking.
You're not gonna kill a vibe or try to flip the vibe for the request.
Yeah, and it's New Year's, bro. Yo, we taking shots, we drinking, we vibing off the people. So in my mind, I'm not trying to be like, all right, I gotta make sure I play this song for this person. I gotta play this song. Nah, it's when it comes into what I'm doing, it might come in the form of a blend. It might, however it's gonna come. It's gonna come naturally. Then later on, I get I'm gonna leave because, I donated and I feel slighted that you're not gonna play my song. I donate all this money, all this time, and I'm like, and Tiger's like, yo, chill, don't let it get to you, New Year's. Like, no, I'm not. But I just typed it in the chat and I kept it moving. But I'm like, yo, like, where's the audacity of somebody that's like, if you here to support, you here to support. But don't make it like, yo, you supposed to play it. If you don't, you disrespecting your fans.
So this is funny, man. Like I'm not a big request dude anyway. Right. I would say this falls back to like the current people, I don't want to say a sense of entitlement, but really that's what it is. It's like, yo, I gave you money, right? So, like now you're supposed to take care of me right away. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, B, if I'm at 108 BPM and your joint is at 85, it's going to take a minute.
Yeah.
Then it's going to take a minute. I'm not going to say, okay, I'm on an inconvenience or complete. Like if I was in a club, I'm not gonna completely change the vibe because you walked over there and dropped a 50 spot on me, B. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, we in here vibing, man. If it's an artist, then maybe, you know, I mean, because he gave me a 50 spot, so I'm gonna try to work with you. But I'm like, let's see, we can't pick another joint from that artist that's more up tempo. You know what I'm saying? That fits in what's going on. Because I mean, this is where DJing comes into play. Because playlist stuff just plays music, so it's not worrying about a transition or maintaining a tempo or, you know, whatever. It's just the next cut. So a lot of people listening to playlists and they're like, yo, just play this next. It's like a room full of people vibing. That kills the vibe.
Just for you. So you're being selfish, not the DJ. Yeah.
Word. So I mean, I haven't really had like that too much happen to me. Like I have obviously had requests on Twitch, man, but I haven't had somebody say, well, yo, you know, I'm donating, you know, and so you're supposed to take care of me or everybody. You're supposed to me. I mean, we're not hating on support. We need it. But at the same time, it's like, yo, you got to trust the vibe, man. You here because we rocking.
Yeah.
Right? Why are you here? You here because we rocking it. You know, if you here because we rocking, then you got to let us do what we do.
Exactly. It's just that simple, man. And it was a perfect example when you brought up about the 50 spot. This dude that I knew, rest in peace, Takim. I was doing this little lounge spot back on Long Island. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I got the records and I'm playing R&B 90s vibe. He was like, yo, you know I love Mary J. He was like, yo, just play some Mary joints whenever you can play them. Hit me with a 50 spot. So not only he wasn't like, yo, like how this dude was, he was appreciating what I was doing. And he was like, yo, you fit some Mary in there? Yo, I got you. And hit me with a 50 spot. I'm playing 90s R&B, so I did a little Mary set. You know what I mean? Just for that, just give me that love. And it was a salute, and that was it. So that's, you know, to me, that's different than like, you know, you give a donation and then you're sitting there waiting to hear the song. And then you want to mess with the vibe of the DJ when he's got everybody else in there rocking. But you're the only one that's trying to pressure me to play a song because you gave me the donation. That's
man, I'm telling you though, that's that entitlement shit, bro.
I had to wait an hour. Like he specifically said, I had to wait an hour and you didn't play it, I'm leaving. I was like, bro, if you're here to support, I appreciate the support, but you're not going to bully somebody into playing something when the vibe is somewhere. And I told you I will get to it. So you don't like it, then leave.
Word. You hate to be like that, right? I mean, I get it, man, but it's like let's just say the first time I had to ban somebody out of my stream, man, you know, like that was like an awkward feeling for me. You know what I'm saying? Because usually like if you in a nightclub or you wherever you at playing music, it's usually somebody else that handles that kind of shit anyway. You know what I'm saying? When you got somebody irate or somebody acting stupid in there, you usually don't even see what happens, man. You know, bouncers in there, you got him in the chicken wing and his ass up out of there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, you're right, but at the same time, you know, it's like if you talk to somebody, you try to address it, you know, and this wasn't related to like money, but it's like behavior and how you talking to ladies in the stream. You know what I'm saying? Was really what this first person got kicked out for. And, you know, it's like, you know, you kind of like, yo, you got to chill with the language like that, B. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they don't get it. And then you kind of bounce them like, you know, I felt weird about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it took me a minute. Like, and I know what you mean because, like, it takes you out of your mental space for a brief minute while you're DJing. Yeah. You know, like streaming DJing is different. I don't want to say it's harder, but it does have its difficulties because you don't have emotes or your feedback, right? It's not the crowd dancing or people moving. So you got that going on. And then you got this, now you the bouncer, it's a different form of entertainment. It's not just music, it's just all of that, man.
Right. Yeah, and you know, like, you know, and I used to do this every month, you know, that was, you know, when the pandemic really, you know, was hit and was bad. And every month I was doing a songathon where people were helping me donating to the radio station to help me support it every month. And I have a songathon, and they would make their requests and send them in to me. Like, here, want a song. Here, they want to hear songs. And you know me, I'll go get the videos, because give them the visual. But that's something, that's different because that's like a request thing. But even if my mom's was like SOD was like, yo, you can do this blend, because he'll like certain blends I do. If I'm doing a vibe and I'll get to it, he bro, don't even worry about it. I know you got me later on. Like, you know what I mean? Like be rational with common sense. Like that was just so irrational, left field. Like, bro, how dare you? It's just weird, man. Like you said, you run across somebody like that when no one has never done that. And it's like you said, then it's like, oh, you don't want no awkwardness when you vibing with people in your stream, and it's New Year's Eve, bro.
Word, man. It's just drink, be merry, shake a tail feather, and let's have fun, man.
Yeah. When a DJ is rocking, like you being a DJ, you in a spot, and DJ's doing his thing, you're not pressuring him to play something. Now, if the dude is bad, then you either gonna leave or you're gonna be like, yo, is there someone else that can take over? Because this nigga horrible.
Hey, let me tell you what's funny about that, Tiger. That's the worst. Like, I don't say it's the worst feeling, but it's an awkward feeling when you walk in the joint and like the DJ is like tossing bricks, man. And you're like, man. And it's disrespectful, like to try to go, yo, you want me to jump in, but you want to jump in though, right?
Yeah. He's sitting there like 4-string player, and you sitting in the lounge like Kobe, like,
yeah, you want to jump in, but you're like, man. But it is what it is, man. I mean, yeah, I do think that situation probably, is. People feel it's a sense of entitlement, man. I mean, it's like we are DJs for hire, but not on Twitch. It's not the same thing. If you take a gig and you lay out and you say, okay, what's your playlist? What you want me to? What's the vibe you want? And to be honest with you, most of the time you asking that before you even commit to the gig. What are you looking for? Because we may not be a perfect fit anyway. At least a veteran DJ is thinking about that. Yeah. A younger DJ may not be thinking like that. He may not be thinking just like, yo, let me get the gig, and then the gig is, Engelbert Humperdinck's greatest hits. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, you try to what? So, but the older heads are picking and choosing what they're trying to take if they take gigs. And I know me and you have talked about that several times in the past, but so because of that, sometimes I would say in real life, going in, this is the vibe, you took the gig, this is the vibe. Social media, like streaming on Twitch, it's not like that. We in control. We're not for hire. It's our set. We playing what we want to play. Like we do have appreciation for folks that give, right? Because it does support you. I mean, I know you and me both do a lot of work behind the scenes with trying to improve the quality of the stream itself, the sound quality, the visuals, all of that stuff, man. And it does take money for that. So, I mean, shouts to the people that do donate. But I also think the majority of those people also just enjoy the vibe already, and they just coming through and wanting to make sure, they see that we're doubling down on making things better. It's not like if you look at my stream when I first started, look at your stream when you first started, man, it's way better. It's better, more fun with the commands, more this, that, whatever, and that's to make it a better experience for the viewer.
Right.
The vibe, the music stuff, like, yo, I mean, you're more adventurous with that than me. Like you will, hey man, guys, y'all send me what y'all want and I'll mix it up or blah, blah, whatever. I'm kind of ADHD with that. I kind of just like to, be playing music and whatever I hear in my head, I go that direction.
Right.
So, I mean, it's, horses for courses, but I do think people, in this world we live in now, get it confused, about where, I gave you, a dollar. First of all, do they even understand how much a bid is? So Some folks don't even. You think you gave me, you know, like $1. You gave me a bit, bro. You know what I'm saying? You see that a lot, right? So I mean, you gave me a penny. So you know, and then Twitch want half of that penny. So
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, let's be honest. But you think you did something. So I just think that's the dangers of like open market DJing. You know,
that reminded me of like the drunk person in the club, like that one drunk person, dude or chick, that want to keep hanging around you while you DJing, asking you to play shit and talking to you like, yo, go party with your people. Like, why are you over here bothering me, trying to mess my vibe up? I got a whole club I'm trying to control, and you in my ear, like, yo, come on, like, go that way, loser.
Hey, because he believed he got that one joint. If you play this joint, the roof is gonna blow off the place, right? You know what I'm saying? That dude.
It usually ain't. It's usually something that is gonna make everyone go to the bar. Like you said, you just 360 in the whole vibe.
Yeah, I'm like, nah, B, we good, man. I feel you on that. I mean,
man.
I mean, even being approachable has changed. You know, now when we were talking about that. Even when they build these clubs now, it used to be it was harder for them to get access to you where the DJ booth was.
Yeah,
you just couldn't get up.
Yep, you way up in the booth with a ladder.
Yeah, you couldn't just get up to the DJ, man. You like that didn't happen. You know, now you got people that's on the dance floor that can actually toss their drink, you know, over your equipment or, you know, whatever shit you got to deal with. So
yeah,
I mean, it depends on, you know, the vibe. A lot of stuff has changed. I think it's having like something got lost, like, you know, with the new generation. Maybe that's what I'm trying to say. Something got lost in the new generation. Like even how you build in clubs, you don't realize the importance of keeping the DJ away from the crowd. You know, all that equipment is expensive. For you to have somebody drunk come up there and spill a damn drink on your damn $1,900 mixer is a problem.
Going to jail.
I was just about to say, and it's an altercation. You know what I'm saying? It's an altercation because you ain't trying to hear that. You ain't trying to see it. And the club owner ain't trying to replace it. So now I got to take it out your ass. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody getting earth slammed. I've seen those. I know you've seen those clips of the somebody they were trying to dance on the speaker, some drunk chick, and she fell, knocked the dude's laptop over, it hit the ground, the screen shattered.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, I'm surprised that dude ain't turning to Ike Turner after that. Like, like just like you said, just so easy to get to you. Like I said, I remember climbing up a ladder to get into the club with record crates. Like if I fell off that ladder, I wouldn't have been DJing that night. They probably sent me to the hospital. But it was like you had to get up there. There was no access to you except, you know, somebody else would bring you drinks or the manager or whoever, someone that's supposed to be there.
Mm-hmm. But they understood the importance of keeping the DJ away from being accessed by drunk people.
Right.
Which is what happens, you know. So I mean, like times, like I said, times have changed, man. A lot of these clubs you go in, you know, they got access to you, you know, and now you have to deal with that. They don't even, you know, a lot of times they don't have like a bouncer over there to run interference for you. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, different times, man. Sad times, but different times, man. I mean, it's what it is. But yeah, I mean, to me, you handled it right, though. I mean, I'm not going to, you know, like somebody requested I was up in a high register of speed a while back. It was maybe a week ago. And what I did was I made the joint, it was a slower BPM. So I blended it over that high tempo. You know, like I did a remix, like an up-tempo remix with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I didn't kill a vibe. You know, I didn't kill a BPM. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to, you know, that's the same unless you're going to just go to a slow song set. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, and I also understand, like there was a guy that asked me to play a Ice Cube song a couple months ago. I can't remember what it was. But the song was sentimental to him about his son. Something had something to do with his son, so the song was important to him. And I remixed it also, and he liked that, you know what I'm saying? And he gave, you know, he hit me off with some dope, you know. So I mean, sometimes I get that, you know, maybe a certain vibe takes you to some memories, right? I mean, like that. I'm big on that. I'm you know, fly era is what I call it. All our music from the 80s, 90s, and the early 2000s. You know, like we grew up on that. So we hear that, and that music resonates to a point in our life. So sometimes you might be in a vibe, like even New Year's or whatever, you know, it takes you back to a memory. Now you want to hear a certain song, but you got to understand where you at the time that you want to hear. You want to hear the song. Do you want to inconvenience a room full of people so they can play Today Was a Good Day when you up there around Record with the Creator and Queen, you know, Dance For Me by Queen Latifah, you know?
Yeah.
You know.
And you know what? And what's crazy is like I'm gonna just stay on this dude because it led up to that point.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell like he's that type of dude because it was almost like he was trying to kind of like tell me what to do as I was DJing. Like I said, I'm playing, you know, we playing 80s and 90s, you know, that's all in our bag, you know what I mean? And those two decades, and 70s too.
Mm-hmm.
And so I hear, you know, he's in there saying, yeah, some 80s hip hop, some 80s. And I'm just vibing. I'm like, yeah, you know, we're gonna get to that 80s bag, you know, because I'm playing, you know, hip hop 90s, Black Moon, whatever. So then I went into some 80s joints, and then I forgot I played something, it was either Rakim or Kane. It was somebody 80s, but it was like underground. And then he in there like, yo, 80s is Houdini. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh, so he's trying to tell me, oh, I ain't playing the 80s, he wasn't here. So that's where it started. So I started I'm like, yo, you better slow down, man.
Hey.
Like, and that's so there was a culmination of, you know, when it came to that. So that's what made me think of like, yo, we got to bring this topic because I know I ain't the only DJ that had somebody that was, like I said, it reminded me of being in the club and that one drunk person that won't leave you alone when you're trying to do your job.
Yeah, I've had somebody tell me I scratch too much of my streams. You know, I just say, yo, this ain't the stream for you then.
Yeah.
That's what we do over here, man. You know what I'm saying? This ain't the stream for you, B. You know?
It does say D and J in front of Brown Hornet, right?
I hope so. But yo, I mean, really, so I was like, yo, that's what we do over here, man. So I'm gonna find you another place to live, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
It's just weird, man. It's just weird. It's weird. Like you said, we've been through it years, doing all types of different type of gigs and dealing with different people to kind of recognize, you know, weirdness, you know, or just something that just like, yo, this don't vibe with me, man. Get away from me with that.
Yeah, and now
on my vibe.
Excuse me. Yeah, now I would even say like you can kind of spot like let's say the Twitch folks that might be a little different by sometimes just how they come in the stream. It's already like, you know what I'm saying? Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you almost see, you know, and I mean, that's where my mods are real good. Like, you know, Maddie, I'm joking with Maddie, you know, Yvet, all of them, Kimmy, they're good about, you know, it's funny, man. They like, you know, they like Charlie's Angels, you know what I'm saying? Like they, you know, but like the new version where they know karate and kung fu and all kind of shit.
Right.
Man, but they'll be quick to bounce that ass, man. They go on. I don't even know what happened. Sometimes I'm playing music. I don't know what happened. I get like a whisper with like, yo, I you know, I had to handle that. You know, I'm like, I didn't even know what happened. I get a chance to walk through the door and chop them in the throat. You know what I'm saying?
Take their whole neck off. Nah, Stub, SOD, they'll do that too. Like, you know, when someone comes in the chat, their first time chat, so the first thing they'll say, yo, can you play? And it's like, yo, you just came in the chat. You don't say salute, welcome.
Yeah.
Oh, but I'm talking to the DJ. As soon as I see that, I'll just keep rocking because I know they about to red dot. SOD got it already up.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right, because Stub is good. You know, I got a little crossbow thing from Rocky, man. Not from Rocky, from First Blood, the little crossbow thing, man. Hey, that shit Stub be on their ass, man. You know? Yeah, but I don't know, man. First of all, there's really no etiquette to the thing been put out there, right? To what's going on with the streaming stuff. And then secondly, you know, you can always have that element. Regardless, you know, I mean, it's like if you in a club, you're gonna have that element. You know what I'm saying? You always gonna. There's alcohol involved. You're gonna have that element,
and you see it coming a mile away. When that person come up to, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, you know, I was looking through my records on the laptop, and inside, I'm like, oh man, this nigga don't get my base.
Yeah.
But now I'll be like, yo, like the security better be official. Because security should be there to stand there and be like, yo, enough. Go over there. You know,
my man, get up out of here or get in the chicken wing.
Yeah. Then if you want to get crazy, then you'll come up like Draymond did and drag you up out of the club.
Word. I mean, and I think, that's, I don't know, clubs used to be run better, or back in the day.
Yeah, they even said that, I've seen some young people say that the club scene it's really dead. It's really not what it was anymore. I mean, I can remember last time I went to a club. Like we go to little lounges or bars, but the club scene, it's pretty much dead,
I think it can come back. It just got to be done right. It's not being done right. You know what I'm saying? Like there's two things you got to do to get the club scene back to where it should be. And certainly even let's just say our age is you got to police the parking lot and you got to police inside the club. And it doesn't necessarily have to be, police, but you definitely need to have, I definitely say have a cop outside. But inside security, man, and everybody got everybody got to hit that metal detector.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So now that you know that whatever pops off inside, security is not having to worry about dealing with weapons. You know what I'm saying? And when people feel safe, and then just don't tolerate no bullshit, man. When a man had too much to drink and he did something stupid, he got y'all tossed out by your throat and nuts, man, and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying?
But I don't know how many times I've heard the ignorance, man, of some, it's just the ignorance of some people. They get thrown out the club and they'll come back and shoot it up. Because of their ego,
That's why you had a police outside, though. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said police out. Definitely got to have police outside. Yeah, and then that way the security, you don't have to have cops necessarily inside. I mean, I ain't trying to see anybody go to jail, you know what I'm saying, but at the reality, if you're about to do something stupid, you gotta go. And shouts to the original DJ Breeze.
Yes, salute.
Maggie and him, man. Breeze said, here's chat room etiquette, address the DJ/host first. Second, mods. Third, chat room. Then your individual greetings. So there it is, man. I mean,
it's etiquette, man. Yeah,
it's etiquette. It's just, it is what it is. And
there's people that don't got it. That's just what it is, Real quick, man. It's overtime. Michigan is up on Alabama, 27-20. Alabama got the ball at Michigan 25. So hopefully Michigan can stop them, beat Alabama and get into the championship. I'm going for Michigan because I'm a Bulldogs fan.
I'm going for Alabama
for life. Sorry,
Alabama, man. Is what it is. So I want them to do what they do, win football games.
I'm Bulldogs. So we found something we can go against each other now.
Yeah, I'm about to say. I'm surprised. Actually, I'm actually surprised. I was surprised. I listened.
Why?
Really?
I wasn't a college football fan because it wasn't like that big like that in New York. So we moved to Georgia. I figured I might as well root for the Bulldogs because I'm in Georgia. That's how. That's really how
Gotcha.
And then they started getting in the championship. Fortunately, they were losing to Bama, you know. So.
Yeah. Hey, well, you know, pedigree, history, championships, etc. So it's all good.
No doubt. Makes sports.
Yeah, man. So, man, shouts to Kev Brown coming through with the raid earlier, man.
Yeah, man. Big shout to Kev Brown.
Just want to make sure we big up that dude again, man. I mean, just, you know, that goes back to the real dudes doing real things, man. You know what I'm saying? And like when we, like, I didn't want to not talk about that one more time, like about how it's a lot of folks that's petty and shady, you know, that's involved in aspects of, you know, whatever, Twitch, whatever it is, you know, in the industry. And, you know, I still believe that that shit can be overcome when you get real people in the right seats doing real things. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's how it happens. You know, like when I reached out to the homie, man, he was receptive. He wasn't on some old, you know, I'm this, that, whatever. He's just a real dude, you know. Like, to me, I still stand by, you know, dudes should be having 1 million people in this room. But, you know, that'll come in time. But, you know, I mean, it's just, you gotta shout out folks that, you know, recognize that, you know, we're just humans like everybody else, you know.
You know what, I've seen the ratio, like, that what made me, like, kind of realize, like you said, seeing these dudes on Twitch, like Eddie B. Swift, Kev Brown, yeah, they might have like 30 people in there, 20 people in there. But when I go to IG, they post this thing on their DJing, it'd be like 200, 300, you know, likes or comments or whatever. So it's like a kind of like the balance. I see that, you know, they are still respected, and the Twitch number isn't always what it is supposed to be, what it really dictates that person. You know, I've come to realize, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. It's just, you know, I don't know. You know, you see certain things, and I mean, obviously, there's some folks out there putting up some numbers that's bot related, right? So, right. I mean, we know that. So,
right.
But I mean, for the folks that are out here just, you know, grinding it out, you know, I mean, me and you and a couple other folks on, you know, doing it for a different, you know, yeah, we want to grow on Twitch, but we got other things we really focused on. So, I mean, obviously we got a little bit different perspective, but when you see an artist out there, and I mean, you know, y'all don't even realize, you know, at least probably 65% of the folks you listening to at some point or another going to play one of these dudes' tracks. You know what I'm saying? And you don't understand that, you know, like, I mean, Kev Brown is in there showing you the process, man. I mean, you know, it's a lot of talented folks out there. I'm waiting to see who's going to be the first guy that really gets what they should out of Twitch as far as artist-wise. You know, you got Murs is on Twitch. There's a lot of guys on Twitch. Shy the Beat Yoda, the Dookie Brothers on Twitch, man. Like, that new joint that they play for us, it's fire. So, you know, it should get some numbers. You know, part of that I don't quite understand, and you know, I'm gonna touch into something that me and you talked about, and if you feel like you don't want to go there, man, go ahead and take me to a commercial. But you know, but it's like, you know, I think sometimes because you are accessible, folks don't support like they should. If you were like, let's say, I want to name a name. Let's say you're a celebrity. You don't even have to be a celebrity DJ, but you're a celebrity. So because you're a celebrity, people are going to go out there and buy your product. Like if you wearing a hat, they're going to buy your hat because the celebrity want to be that hat, right? All right, wear that hat. All right, well, that's fine, but there may be another celebrity, another person that's not a celebrity in the same field. Let me be clear. So you got a celebrity and you got another person that is not a celebrity that's in the same field, whatever it is, that may be doing it as good or even better than the person that is a celebrity. but we will not go out there and support that guy because we would rather support the celebrity because everybody else is doing it.
Facts.
And I think that's where we, you know, I would even go so far as to say I think that's the consequence of pay for play. I think that's the consequence of pay for play, is that now we don't really understand what dope is anymore. We wait for somebody to tell us what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We wait for a radio station to tell us what it is. We wait for Instagram to tell us what it is. We're not necessarily hearing two songs and saying this song is better than that song. We're actually waiting for the trend to hit so we can get on the trend.
Get on the trend, yep. Instead of creating it.
And it doesn't mean that that song is hot, and that's how you have it. Like we talked about this. Payola is we play the song so much that after a while, through damn near osmosis, you start humming the song. You start liking the song. You realize, I mean, actually, that's like brainwashing.
Yeah, mind control. Yeah. So and if it's doing it to
syndrome,
20, 30-year-olds, imagine kids that brains ain't developed. Listening to WAP and listening to, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Yeah, we had our adult songs, but yo, we were adults. Wasn't 9, 10 years old listening to rated X shit commercially 8 times a day on the radio. Mm-hmm. Like that cop out where they said, oh, well, you had artists doing that, Little Kim, and was, but guess what? I wasn't 9, 10 years old. My parents wasn't letting me listening to that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I don't want to hear like, oh, you had artists doing the same thing, because it's a whole different ball game now, and it ain't just that. They see it.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
they see the
it's different now. That's right. They see.
Yeah, they see it all. Like you got kids, you got parents giving kids phones at 6 years old.
Mm-hmm.
With their own Instagrams, and so come on, man, like can't compare.
Obviously, and the phone is a problem in the classroom, and the parents don't want to take it. You know what I'm saying? Phone is a problem in the classroom, and the parents don't want to take it from them because, you know, whatever reason. So it's like if the kid, I get you want the kid to have a phone, but if the kid doesn't have discipline and is responsible with it, then you gotta do something. That's another conversation in itself.
Yep.
You know, but you know, I think like we talked about this before, you know, like with the payola thing, and even like, you know, just the music thing, you know, I think it's skewed how music is discovered. New music is discovered now. You know what I'm saying? I really think that is, you know, been compromised as well. You know, I mean, it's like, you know, you got underground, which like we do the Underground Railroad Raid Train, man, you know, and I mean, even in that, you know, folks they're not breaking records like they should. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just, man, I'm hearing music. Is that me?
It might be the background of the beat that I'm playing.
Oh, okay, that's what it is. Yeah, it was throwing me off a minute.
Okay, all right.
No worries, we good. You can leave it. Yeah, you can leave it. But I was trying to figure out if it was my phone or where was it coming from. You know, like, you know, ADHD kicking in again.
Yeah.
But you know, like I just want to like I encourage, and I'm about to start running these ads again. I'm gonna encourage these artists that are producing, you know, quality music, man. Send it to the station, man. We get it out there. I mean, you talked about this before. I mean, I think people think they don't have an avenue for the music anymore, and they do. But the reality is that, like, I'll be candid. I'll put this music out, and it'll do good overseas. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You know, it'll climb slowly in the States. It'll be the same. You know, it'll be a banger, right? And you know, I'll even play it in my set. You know, and people, oh, that's nice, but it's just. You know, we struggle to accept something that's not popular already. That's the best way to put it to me.
Right.
We struggle to accept something that's not popular already. So, you know, like you set the wheels in motion you know, with like, let's say record labels or whatever, they get those, you know, bots, they generate the likes, they generate the Instagram, whatever, and they get that tidal wave going before the artist, when you got that big budget, before the artist even comes out, you know, they've already got the streets humming.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where you can have, like, let's say a guy like Redman is on Instagram doing his 81 bars thing, and that shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And he's still technically an underground artist. You know what I'm saying? And he's, you know, that is strictly cultural type shit right there. That's hip hop culture shit that we watching live on Instagram. But it's crazy.
Ain't it crazy that, and I said this before about, because Shada Beat Yoda talked about like how we have to say boom bap so they know what the F we playing.
Mm-hmm.
When that's supposed to be like it's like a separate category from hip hop. Because if you say hip hop now, it's a lot of bullshit.
Yeah, it's like, really, they think it's trap. Well, they categorize it like that now. If you go look through Tidal or something else, man, it's like you go to hip hop, it's mumble rap.
Yeah. Yeah. And like I just had a flashback, like thinking like, yo, you know, in 89, in 90, when it was Tribe Called Quest, you know, Pete Rock, Onyx, whatever. That wasn't underground. That was hip hop. You know, and it's just weird how it's like, yo, I'm playing underground hip hop. Okay, I know what you're playing. You're playing Dilla. You're playing Sean Price. You playing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, if you say, oh, I'm playing hip hop. Oh, you playing Cardi B. Oh, you playing Migos. Oh, you playing, you know, little whatever or young whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you know, it just gets a little
scary. It gets scary. That's what it gets. and again, like I'm a dude that believes in balance. I'm not saying they shouldn't have a place on the playing field. But dude, we got to get back to balance, man. We got to get back to balance. It's just that simple. I mean, and I think, you know, like that was years ago, the DJ had the power. DJ had the power, like, you know, shouts to Mr. Magic, and there was a DJ out of Philadelphia, I believe, as well, that was playing hip hop at like late at night. You know what I'm saying? Where they thought no one was going to be listening. They, you know, they kind of gave them that little section. But
Right.
That's how it got out to the world, was breaking records. You know, this is a world premiere, world premiere. And it used to be, when you heard that, everybody like wanted to hear what the next joint was going to be, man. Super listeners and listeners to Mr. Magic, rest in peace. But like,
see, I think what it is, man, like you said, like the DJ need to break records, but when you got record labels saying, because I heard this, I think Talib Kweli said it. He said they were like, yeah, we're no longer gonna play artists like Talib Kweli and De La Soul in rotation anymore. Like they said that.
Mm-hmm.
So those agendas comes from those companies that are not about the culture.
Well,
it's about the money.
I agree, and that's why we should be embraced by the underground hip hop culture.
Right.
Because we should be the avenue. People, they're still trying to run around and figure out how to get their product out. We're how we get your product out.
Right. Right. Like right here waiting. Like
it's just that simple. You know, we're how you get your product out, and then just make sure, like when they hit me up, you know, and I know you do something similar. I'm like, yo, all right, you sent me 5 tracks that are all about killing somebody. Make another one for me that's something positive. Because I'm not gonna play all 5 of these tracks, but I'll definitely play one of each. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get balance in my own shit. And shouts to DJ Opal in the building. Salute, family. Salute.
Whoa, Opal. Happy New Year, brother. Good to see you.
New Year, man.
He said he's going strictly country.
Strictly country. Hey, well, you know, we can do it. There's some of us that can do it now. Some of us got the great. But
real talk. You're not gonna like this, but shout out to the Wolverines. They just won championship.
You just want to tell me that shit on there.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's all right, man. Good season. Hats off to everybody, man. Congratulations on the W. You know.
No doubt.
But yeah, so yeah, I think that's what should be happening now. It's like when folks are trying to figure out how to get the music out, or they're going straight to SoundCloud and hoping for this or hoping for that, whatever. Yo, go out here and support underground radio. Or yeah, if you want to do the SoundCloud, that's fine. But go ahead and hit us up. Let us break your records. Let us break your product, man. I mean, that's what radio stations, real DJs used to do. They used to break records. I mean, I'd like to see us get back to that. Shouts to Talk 3 Stacks in the building as well.
3 Stacks, salute, brother. Good to see you, man. Happy New Year. Yeah, man. Yeah, overseas are more. Yeah, they always been overseas. Always been more receptive to our brand of hip hop. Always, I mean, Wu-Tang was in was it Brazil? I know they went to Brazil, but there was a picture of them. It was one of those Latin countries in South America, and it was like packed. It had to be. It looked like 30,000 deep.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like just seeing that, they were like, I think Inspector Deck had posted it. He's like, he said something like, not a comment, like saying like, "Oh, Wu-Tang ain't around. We're not doing it. Look at this.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful." And it was at night, and it was like they all lit up their phones. I guess they probably told them to like light up their phones.
Mm-hmm.
It was crazy to see that, man. Like 30 years later, these dudes are still worldwide.
Yeah, I think I know me and you talk a lot off camera, so it's kind of like now I'm trying to, like remember, well, damn, did we talk about that on the stream or did we talk about that in person?
Yeah.
It's like, I believe there's, it's turning around what people are willing to pay for to go see is being turned around. Like the mumble rap era, I'm not gonna say it's died off, but I think ticket sales, like here's what you gotta, here's the reality if you're a mumble rap artist, that if you're gonna sign a jerk contract, you're probably already on a jerk contract. So you're not gonna make studio money. If you got artists like Snoop and all these big time, well-developed artists complaining about sound scan numbers, what they're getting paid for streaming, so you getting even less than they get. Wow. So you're not making no money on the streaming. So now you're not making no money on the record sales. You're only gonna make money on tour. That's how you're gonna eat. And if you can't sell tickets in them venues, then you ain't gonna make money on tour neither. So you're not gonna make no money. So that part of the game, I think, is like what's going on. These young kids ain't gonna pay to come out there and see that shit. Whereas,
especially the money that they're spending in their supposedly real lifestyle. You know what I mean? Just spending money on stupid shit to try to look rich. That's the other thing. Renting both cars and to try to look like they got it.
Oh yeah, I mean, you had a conversation about I was buying my wife's Christmas present, and I was in the Ralph Lauren store, and they had a sale going on. But when I looked around, it was just us in there. It was like one white lady, and the rest of the place was filled up with us, man.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And I mean,
I'll give you another story like that too. Tiger, she went out to one of those stores. She saw this couple in a wasn't Gucci. It was one of those stores of the name brand stuff. Coach, thanks, baby. Coach, she said from head to toe, from the hat to the shirt to the buckle, got to coordinate. Like what's his name? Said, John, mushroom belt. You got to have the mushroom jacket. Had the coach, the pants, the shirt, the jacket, the shoes, fanny pack. It was all like, it was overkill, yo. And it was like, yo, like, are you serious? Like, that's just unnecessary, you know, just to try to like look at me. And to me, I'm like, yo, you giving these knuckleheads out here in the streets, because ever since the pandemic, crime's been up crazy. You just putting a target on your back too. You come out that store head to toe looking like that, walking through the parking lot. Some dudes in the car thinking how they're gonna get some money, and they see you. Guess what might happen?
Yeah.
You might get that snub put to the back of your head. So much shit.
Yeah. But more times than not, they're probably walking out to the Datsun B210. Because all the money's tied up in all that coke shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying.
Modeling for the stick-up kids, yeah.
Yeah. But you know, I mean, so we got some things we gotta inside, you know, like that's like inside our culture. That's not even hip hop culture, right? We just talking about in Black African American culture. We got some things we gotta figure out. You know what I'm saying? Like money wise, where we're gonna start putting our money behind. But you know, that's another. That's not a real DJ's matter type topic. That's just, to me, that's a Black folks topic. But at any rate, I will say,
word.
Yeah, word. But you know, we do need to really be mindful of the narrative that is, you know, how the wheels turn that push the narrative of the music that's funneled down to, you know, African American people. I'll say that. But you know, as far as the industry, what I see is I do see that record sales and all of those, like they'll pivot away from those artists that do the mumble rap, but where will they go? Like I've been hearing that they're now gonna push R&B. You know what I'm saying? So R&B will be the the new avenue, and I think what happens with R&B is that R&B caters to women.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it caters to women, and I think women is a marketplace that they'll want to try to take advantage of. You know,
they also say the Afro beats as well. They say, yeah, they're not looking for any more new hip hop. They're focusing on R&B and Afro beat artists.
Eaton said he came out from the Datsun B210 comment.
Yo, a Datsun, yeah, my father had a Datsun, which is a Nissan for you people don't know.
Man, but they got all the coach gear on, man. They got the coach gear on with the, you know. Yeah, so I just think that you know, how we fix the, you know, I guess the holes and what's going on is like, you know, the marketplace will fix some of it. And that's what I mean about with mumble rap. Marketplace is going to fix mumble rap for us, technically. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't going to be able to eat. Those artists ain't going to be able to make no money. And if you can't make no artists, you can't make no money off the artist, and the artist can't make no money, then you're not, you know, what are you going to do?
Right.
I mean, like, I'm not saying that if there's an established mumble rap artist, it's probably not going to go away, you know. And I'm not saying that they should. I still believe we need balance. So I'm not, you know, mumble rap has its place. It just, it can't be 60-40. You know, it's got to be. We need more balance. And
well, with me, and I get that, because I was saying that, you know, for years. Like, yo, you know, when you give old school an hour out of 23 hours, you know, like something got to change. With me though, with radio, to me, I think it's on life support, and I think that now that with technology, you know, there's just other avenues to get the music out, and like you said, us reboot Full Blast Radio, get it to us, like we can create that balance, you know. But it's gonna take more than just us to help that. We need the people to support that. We need the people to tell other people, yo, download the Reboot Radio, download the Full Blast Radio. We need them to, if they see artists that are dope, to tell them about us as well. Other DJs that they know they are in line with what we do. Yo, you need to F with those 2 radio stations. Because that's how it's gonna build more. And that's what, we started talking about what, our plans for 2024, what we're trying to do, make a network, so I think it's, with the balance and, too, man, like I've noticed, like, as good as like some artists that we grew up listening to that we respect, there's some that are complacent and then with the change, because as long as they get the bag, they'll do some with what these young mumble rappers just to kind of stay relevant.
They think
instead of just being who they were.
Mm-hmm.
To be in line with that Hollywood and that the industry and the Grammy, you know what I mean?
Well, I think they think that they got somebody in their ear telling them that they'll stay relevant that way. When so you do something with young so and so, blah blah, whatever, and that shit, you actually doing more for them than they doing for you. Right. Let's be honest. What's going to happen is you're on a joint on this kid's album, but the artist, they're not going to cross over to your style. Like if you're like a Busta Rhymes and you do a track on a mumble rap joint, those people that are following the mumble rap dude are not going to cross over and buy Busta Rhymes' next album because of that one cut that he did with the so and so. That's a misconception. I don't believe that they're going to find any stats that's going to prove that to be so. You know what I'm saying? Because like if you come from that genre, that mumble rap genre is attractive to you, then it's attractive to you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know that you change.
It doesn't feel organic, right?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't feel organic. Like his last album.
It's not. It's forced. It's forced down. Yeah. That's what we're talking about. That's the product of payola. They made mumble rap a genre.
Yeah. The point I was making was because you brought up Busta Rhymes. The last album, ELE2. Dope. And it was a Busta Rhymes album. Like he had, Pete Rock, Rakim, Jay Dilla, and then he had Mary J, and then I think he had the K Dot was on there, I think. He had somebody, he wasn't a mumble rapper, but he's one of the new era dudes. But it was organic. It wasn't like, now I've heard this album that he came out with Blockbuster. He got Swiss and Timbaland. And I think it's like a party type album. And he's got a lot of these dudes from this era doing songs with them. And to me, like I heard a few of them, and like you said, it feels forced. It doesn't feel like, it feels like, do something with these dudes so you can bridge the gap. Okay, it's one thing to bridge the gap, but it's a second thing to do it when it feels like it's forced and you're trying to do it just to shut the people up from saying, yo, these dudes, man, we need to hear more talent because a lot of this shit they putting out is garbage. So they want to just get on a track with them just to kind of shut that up. And to me, it didn't work.
I don't think it's going to work. I mean, like the reality is they're not going to meet in the marketplace the same way, and skill wise, they're not going to meet in the booth the same way. You know what I'm saying? And even like I would say, Busta Rhymes to do a mumble rap track, but the mumble rapper is going to struggle to do a real hip hop track. And matter of fact, I would guess like I'll say this: I do think there are mumble rappers with skills. Some of them, very few, but I do think those folks are comfortable spitting over an old school hip hop track. but you'll be able to tell the difference of who's who when it's like, you know, they come to a radio station, come to wherever, and they want to go spit, and then they like, you know, they don't want to spit over hip hop track, or they don't want to blah blah. They want to, you know, different time. They want a track that makes them feel, you know, a certain way. When a real rapper, like let's say like Black Thought, can spit over anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, these dudes, they can spit over, you know, somebody beating on a table in study hall. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's you know, so
that's why they can't go up to Sway when they change the beat up on them. Like, that's how you know rapper got it, ain't got it. They ain't gonna go up there, or if they do, they'll tell Sway, yeah, don't put me on that 5 fingers of death.
Yeah, they want to pick the beat. Yeah, they want to pick the beat. So, you know, like I just think, again, that genre will probably strangle itself off. I'm not even sure that I'm not even sure that R&B, you know, music is real music to me is starting to come back. Now, what happens with underground artists and how they get discovered, that's going to be where I want to see what happens when the smoke clears, because streaming services are not paying the artists what they should be paid. So then that's my point. So like that's where the artist needs to start looking at other avenues and go back. Now that's where you look at, okay, well, maybe terrestrial radio is not working the way I want it to work, but maybe internet radio may be able to help me, because it broadcasts all across the country, broadcasts out of the country, and it has a marketplace. You know, so artists need to start thinking outside of the box in that way, because if they think, you know, well, like Bandcamp ain't working. You know what I'm saying? Let's be honest. Bandcamp cats they ain't gonna get rich on Bandcamp. You know, like where you gonna get? You're not gonna get rich on your streaming platform. So how you gonna get your money? How you gonna get it out there? So you got to be able to get your word out there and then direct them to where they can go. That's going to be most beneficial to you. If it's directly to your website, bring back to Kevin Brown. Kevin Brown's got a website. You can buy Kevin Brown music off his website as well. That money, I'm sure, you know, most of it goes to him. Right. So you know that opens a doorway to where maybe, you know, you get exposure and then redirect, and you can talk about that. Like when I asked Shy for a drop, I told him, when you do the drop, tell them where they can get your stuff at. Now that puts the onus on him. I'm not telling you, you know, yeah, I want the drop, but I want you to eat too. So tell in your drop, tell them, you know, where you want them to go. Yep. You know what I'm saying? I told Kevin Brown the same thing. So I mean, like to me, it needs to come back through us. It needs to come back through us. And I mean, yeah, I might be biased about it, but I just think because I'm not for sale. Right. You know, I've already turned down pay for play, you know, a couple times. So I mean, if it's, you know, if it's dope, I'm gonna play it. But you know, pay for play ain't even enough money. That wasn't enough money to matter to me anyway. Right. So you know, like I'm not gonna I'm here. I love this. I love the craft. I love the music, and I'm not trying to pimp it or bastardize it. Right. So you know, I think that, you know. Yeah, so because of that, I'm on a tiny island, you know, wearing Hawaiian shirt and looking for Hawaiian Sophie with Jay-Z and Jazzo. You know what I'm saying? Right. Hawaiian Sophie ass. Well, like I got a Caribbean song from this artist, and I had played it during our reggae set because it fit. You know what I mean? But it, you know, it wasn't she didn't pay me to play it. I was like, let me check the song out. You know what I mean? Heard the song. It was a nice, mellow, dope reggae, you know, dancehall type song. And I, you know, played it with my reggae. You know, I just got a track from this artist that's it's like a kind of house feel, R&B, popish kind of joint. You know, I won't be playing that on Underground, you know. Probably won't even play it on like Friday night, but I'm doing a R&B set and playing some house, it'll probably fit in there. But if it sounds good, if it's like you said, if it's good quality, if it's of substance, you know, we're gonna support it. Because I think what people don't understand is like you and I are particular about our brand.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why pay for play is not going to work with us.
Right.
Because we already made a position and we're not trying to compromise.
Right. Right. Well, yeah, man, it's navigating through this shit, man. Sometimes it's like you said, what goes on behind the scenes, you know, and us just flipping on the on switch DJing. That's the end result of after everything else.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And that's the outlet.
Yep. So like, and I mean, you know, shouts to everybody that comes through. Like, shouts to everybody in here today, man. Tonight, that's just vibing with us, man. It's, you know, I see the numbers are going in the right direction, so that's always good, right? You know, but I mean, it's like, you know, I don't want to keep going over about the industry shit, but I think it's important, you know, that, you know, people understand that. You know, I think a lot of us do, you know, but I also think there's people that don't really understand that, you know, they being spoon-fed bullshit, man. You know, it's like, you know, I mean, you may even learn to like it. It's like I said, Stockholm syndrome. You know, you've been captive so long that you actually, you know what, that's really not that bad.
Yeah. You know, codeine do be spitting.
yeah, you know, you know. So I mean, I just think that is why, you know, I'll say, you know, what I say about that. But I just think, you know, along the journey, we're meeting more and more real folks. I know in 2023, you know, I've started meeting some real folks that I was listening to their music, and now I know them. You know what I'm saying? Or DJs that I was, you know, rocking to, and now I know them. You know what I'm saying? And I've also met some DJs, and I'm like, that motherfucker ain't worth a shit. You know what I'm saying? I've had some DJs, you know, they show me that their word don't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's sad, but that's the reality, you know. And then, you know, I mean, I know that I'm not flawless, but if I try to tell you I'm gonna do some shit, I try to do it. You know what I mean? But I've had some people tell me some shit and then be like, "Oh yeah, well, okay, man, that ain't working like I want." So, bye, I'm ghost. I'm gone.
Sure, out of here.
Yep. And you know what? And the funny part is they ain't going nowhere. You know, I'm like, the funny part is they got there first, and I'm steady walking their ass on down. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I'm gonna walk by them too because they fake. They full of shit, you know, and the world can see through them. So it's like, you know, it is what it is. Crazy, man.
Yep. But yeah, man, like you said, man, shout out to everyone that tuned in, y'all. Hope you had a dope New Year's. You know, first day, 2024. I ain't gonna ask you, you know, you made any what's the name, because anybody that says, "Oh, I'm gonna do this," then 2 weeks later it's like, I ain't gonna do it. You know,
New Year's resolution,
all that, yeah.
Man, you know, so my thing, I'll tell you, you know, Shane, I mean, like, I plan to get back in the gym, but, you know, I've been dealing with some problems with my foot, and until I really get that squared away, you know, so, like, I postponed, you know, like treatment for my foot because of opportunities, which, you know, that were presenting themselves to me. And so now that shit's over with, you know, I mean, I got one more trip coming up here in a week or so, and then when I come back, it's pretty much trying to get my damn wheel right so that I can get back. And, you know, I like to exercise. I like to lift weights. So I miss it. But, you know, in the meantime, I'm about to go down here and smash the hell out these Mexican wedding cookies because I don't know what.
About to feed the beast.
About to feed the beast, man. Word. So, like, I'm not going to lie, man. My ass is swelling up too, boy, and not the right way.
Yeah. Your DJ's matter. Your version tomorrow is going down.
It's going down. It looks like we got to figure out. I'm trying to see if all the holes are plugged. We had a bunch of that fucker looked like Swiss cheese earlier today.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now for sure. If Mighty Mai hit me back, he's good to go. So yeah, we're going with that. That was the last hole. So yeah, Mighty Mai will be on at 3 p.m. So we got a schedule.
Nice. That's what's up.
So the best part about this, to me, this will be like a year in review, your version. So like if everybody was doing what me and you are doing, you got all of your crate with all of your edits in it. Now you can just, that's like it's almost like a curated set. I hate to say that, but it's just like for me, I got all my edits in one crate, so I'm just gonna be able to roll through there and be like da 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 da. So to me, it should be even more entertaining because now you've worked these edits a couple times. You already like these edits. The people like these edits. So these sets all day long should be fire. That's the mentality behind it. Sometimes we hit or miss when we're thinking about what we're doing because it's short notice. Mm-hmm. In this situation, these edits are already our edits that we made, and the ones that we like, because you got some like little babies, you like this one better than you like this one, what I'm saying? So you got, so now we got that. I want those sets, like Little Fever sets should be okay. These are my favorites. Wizard, these are my favorites. And down the line. So everybody set, these are my favorite edits, and so all day long. That's a good way to bring in the new year to me, is bring it in with heat.
I planned on going through, like, I don't know how long it's gonna take, but planned on like I think I came on at number 2, right? I think I came on the second raid. I started, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I plan on going through them because I recorded all of them. And just trying to, go through and see, because I know there's some in there that I probably forgot I did. And like you said, pull them out, get the best ones, and actually organize them. And then because that's what I need to do too. So I need to reorganize my terabyte, because bro, there's music all over the goddamn place, man. It's
never gonna. I don't know how it's never not gonna be. Yours is more organized than mine, and I mean like when very first time that I came through, and it was like and I got on your laptop over there. I was looking at your laptop. I was like, holy shit. This thing is like, I felt like the old Odd Couple, like you were Felix and I was Oscar. I was like, yo, he got this
shirt and pants all over the living room.
Yeah, I was like, yo, he got this shit organized all over the place. He's like,
but my main computer though, bro, my shit is like Oscar times 1,000. Like, it's because that's why I'm making my beats. And that's why I'm like that. That's why I was making my acapellas before the stems. Mm-hmm. So I got waves. I have doubles, triples of the same songs. Like, I don't want to make the mistake. I had made a mistake, and I had got a program that searches for doubles, triples on your computer, and it will delete. But what it did was, I have a folder of hip hop and R&B albums that came out from 1960 to like 2013. It went in those folders and erased songs from albums that I had maybe in folders separated. Go in there, say I would go in there into like Tribe's second album, and track 3, 6, and 8 would be missing because it would be like Scenario. So
it didn't separate. It didn't matter. Yeah, so you might have had just. I get what you're saying.
But that was my fault. I should have separated it from that thing that I scanned. It scanned all my music, so it messed up a lot of album folders. I'm like, damn. So I'm gonna have to just do it manually because I don't want to mess around and delete.
Man, you'll be doing that shit for a hot minute, brother. Manually. Woo-wee.
I know, but I feel satisfied when I do it like that because then I see the organization. Yeah, because like I said, that OCD kick in, bro. I'll be all over the place, especially when I'm doing the edits for your version. You know me, I want to do the video, so I was like, well, damn, I gotta make the acapella of the video.
Yeah,
you got this video ain't as grainy. I gotta get the HD video, and it's a big project.
And then you go to Japan and get somebody to play some fine damn instrument, from Japan to go with it. Kind of bullshit. I'm like, come on, man. This is the kind of person I got in front of me. Look at this shit, man. Somebody pour me a drink.
Oh man.
I'm like, sheesh, man. But so I think like tomorrow is a good way to start the year, and then like next week we'll jump back into doing the crates and the edits and stuff, and maybe I will even take I think it was DiBiase, it might have been you, I can't remember which one. Somebody said, man, drop an instrumental in there as well. So I may start doing that. I like that. Let's maybe 1 or 2 instrumentals with the acapella pack, and then that way you got a couple of acapellas, and then you got an instrumental that you need to put something over.
Right. Yeah, I like that. A little change up.
Yeah. I mean, it's time, right? You know, we've been doing it like this for a minute, so let's flip it around. I mean, I don't.
And I had an idea about so say if your version falls on an artist's born day or their anniversary of their passing, you know, I like to do like the tributes. Like if it falls on a day where, you know, then maybe you could you know, do some acapellas, or just that artist be like, yo, this artist's birthday is you know, Ice Cube, you know, throw some Ice Cube blends in your set. And it don't have to be like the acapella, so everyone uses the same acapella. It could be just have that artist, and then, you know, we just pick whatever acapellas we want to use for the artist, just for that, like a tribute, if it's like a tribute set, something like that.
I like that. You know, like I really been wanting to have like a group meeting with the time zones and the different parts of the country. I mean, world, even not even just country, different part of the world.
Right.
It almost seems like there's no perfect time that we could all have everybody on one call to just hash out some shit like what we're talking about. And I like the idea. I just want to. I don't want to make the whole crate be dedicated to that artist though.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like that'd just be separate. Like the crate would still have the different acapellas, but we can just be like on that date, you know, add a mix from an Ice Cube blend if you have, because it's his birthday, you know, just something.
Yeah, no, I get it. I mean, so I'm not against putting some of the music in that, you know, some of the acapellas there. I'm just saying, so as opposed to 6 Ice Cube tracks, you might have 2 or 3, 2 instrumentals, and then one more joint that they do off of whatever, you know, somebody else wants to submit. But
both froze.
Yeah. Man, you froze up over there.
Yeah.
Man, I'm looking at that.
Yeah, we both froze.
Oh, okay, because I look like I'm moving and you froze. But man,
wow.
Shout out to Island Girl in the building, Jadu in the building, DJ Camouflage. So, is it both of us? I guess it is. Let me look at my phone here and see, man. You know, it's been acting funny though, because
you know what? I think it's my laptop.
Yeah, it's all good.
It's spinning now.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we about to end. We about near the end.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, Chris Camouflage said it's just me. Yeah. So, but yeah, man, we appreciate y'all tuning in. I was gonna play a Samsung joint on the way out and raid somebody, but I don't think I'll be able to because my laptop is, I don't know why it's bugging out, but yeah, y'all. Once again, Happy New Year's to everybody. Appreciate y'all coming through, man. Every Monday, this is what we do, and we're gonna have some more some guest people, man. We'll try to line up some artists, come through, chop it up.
I have something. Me and you chop it up after this. Yeah. Okay, so looks like Tiger's gone. Y'all just got a close up on my big head. Is that what we doing? Just a close up of the kid. Okay. Well, anyway, man. I appreciate everybody tuning in, man, to the Real DJs Matter podcast, man. Nothing but love.
Bounced out of my own studio.
Hey, that's why I was about to do my Michigan J Bullfrog. Hello, my honey. Hello, my sweetheart. Hello, my ragtime gal.
I was like, I got busted out of my own studio. That was crazy. Yo, shout out to Chief One, man. He's on Boom Bap, man. We're gonna go raid him, man.
Just raid Chief One. Word up, man. That's the homie right there.
Word. He got 100 in his chat right now. He should be having that on a regular.
That's what I'm about to say, man. I'm happy for him. Happy for him to get that love, man.
Word up. We're gonna go raid the homie, and we'll check y'all tomorrow, man. We'll be back at it. Your version, my brother Reboot. Happy New Year once again, bro.
Word.
My best to the family, and
same.
Big shout out to the YouTube crowd as well. I'm gonna play a Samsung joint as we're raiding out. Don't forget Samsung DJ Tiger. This Wednesday is going down at noon. Chop it up with new music and life. Word up.
Word up, man. Get that in your life.
Yes, indeed. So this joint is called Bump in the Road by featuring Finster. Finster's on the beat. Dope artist, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna try to hit him up, see if we can do an interview with him, man.
Okay.
Finster, he's dope.
Nah, not the sexy. The next sexy. Yeah, it's the 32 South. Just want to stop by and see my man real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, step right up and witness something outrageous. Do not feed the animals, do not rattle cages, do not make a sound as you gather around the stage. I walk through quicksand with anti-gravity shoes on, accompanied by head shrinkers, facing Jimmy Neutron, an enraged racial slur, the porch monkey on your lawn. Fat as bananas as a baboon, bang on my chest like calm. Standing on the terrace of the Lorraine Motel in Memphis, April 3rd, surrounded by tension, no longer concerned. If it's my turn, then it's my turn, what will be, will be. I won't go out yellow like Homer Simpson, that isn't me. Raise your fist, lower the drawbridge, Smithers, release the hounds. Pray they get to you before this cat's ready to pounce. Come in, close the door, sit down, put on your headphones, turn the lights off, clear your mind, swine, keep your mouth closed.
Everything can't be polite. When your lie, truth comes to the lie. What we do here can't be denied. So turn it up, we gon' bump in the night.
Now let me hear you say bump, bump. Let me hear it 2 times, say bump, bump. If you on the vibe, say bump, bump. If you got it in your ride, say bump, bump. If you think it's kinda fly.
Rain, hail, smoke, quake, shake, rattle, and roll. I'm Electric City when lights hit the pole. Nightmares of the night, never lose control. Temptations of a soul brother. Freaks come out at night. North skin teaching only got light wrestle. A nighttime, the right time to bust the blood vessel. Don't dance with the devil, throw hands with the devil. Mallow in the dance on a whole nother level. Levels of addiction, what's your malfunction? Street corner hustling, pills popping. Might as well leave the top off, road raging. Time to bring the muscle out, rampaging, loot in the city. Survive in the drought, recharge your spark with the time in the house. Hindsight 2020, eyesight. Bump, 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 bumpity bump. Cause these are the things that go bump in the night.
Everything can't be polite. When your lie, truth comes to the lie. What we do here can't be denied. So turn it up, we gon' bump in the night.
Now let me hear you say bump, bump. Let me hear it 2 times, say bump, bump. If you caught up on the vibe, say bump, bump. If you got it in your ride, say bump, bump. If you think it's kinda fly, watch how you align yourself. Watch how you define yourself. Your cipher should always feel just like you're standing.